Okay, so today's double upload is just special because it's Sigurd and Bryn. I figured if I was gonna talk about them, they should be on the same day since they're so lovey-dovey. We're gonna start with Sigurd because he's the one I'm the least happy with his kit. He can hit very, very hard, but I just don't like the way his kit flows. He is too heavily reliant on supports to help him like function. Like, and I'm saying that I get it. Farmers, they need supports. He's not a farmer. He's a DPS that is so like his supports, Vitch and Merlin, give him like the durations his skills need. Like all his skill durations are one turn. Like literally, like Vitch and Oberon, not Vitch and Oberon, Vitch and Merlin buffs will last him longer than his own skills. I find that like really bad for a 5-star. Like especially Buster. Like I get it's why I don't like Li Shuan that much either. Like their kits are so heavily 3-turn focused. And this is someone you want to be clicking the cards for. He's going to hit insanely hard, but he's gonna fall off just like a quick servant, if not faster. Because like you can burn through all his shit in one turn, and then you're not gonna have any cards that are buffed by Vitch. That's the big problem. There is a chance that you get all the stars to line up. You get a perfect first hand of BB, like MPBB. Full crits on everything. Now what? Because that is literally all the damage in his kit, and the rest of his cards are not going to get buffed. Is what it is. Let's get started. First off, base attack basically 12.5k. This is insanely high for a Saber. This is insanely high. This is really good. And Sabers, I believe, have a good modifier. No, they don't. At least it's not negative. At the very least, it's not negative. So he's going to be hitting fairly hard. HP, not anemic, but not that high. It's close to the midpoint. Star gen, star weight, Saber numbers a little below average on the star weight, but again, no, it does not matter. MP charge 0.62%. Better. You look at his like upstairs, like holy shit, his kit looks good. 4 hits on the quick, 3 hits on the art on both the arts, and at this MP gen he will like jump up a bunch. Like this is a good MP gain to have. And 5 hit extra attack. Like his on paper he looks good. He's not like a unredeemable year 1 servant that has like 1 hit on his arts card and 2 hits on the quick. He's not rocking the standard like year 1 deck. He is rocking a modern kit. He came out in Lost Belt 2. His design looks sick. His costume it looks good on him, but like first skill, this is where it all starts, and I am so upset. Like this is how they treated this. So 100% crit damage, 3 attacks, 3 turns. At least it's 3 attacks, 3 turns. If this was 1 turn, I don't know. Like maybe I would feel better about it. No. Yeah, I still don't like this. Not on him. Not on Sigurd. 3 attacks, 3 turns. Only 2 of his buster cards are getting buffed. Yes, these 2 will get the crit buff. They'll like it. But it won't do that much damage because they're not buster cards. If anything, I feel like he would have been better with the triple buster. If anything, I feel he would have like worked better with a triple buster, and then they would have gassed up his MP gain like a lot. Yeah, because then he could have done a full crit Buster Brave Chain and just gone like full monkey mode, and it would have been like awesome. God damn, that actually is like, because then they could have made this arts card like way better. Like his gain, oh my god, Mighty Chains could have been amazing. Damn. At least it's a general crit damage and not buster crit damage. It would have been, this skill would have, I would have bring him down another tier if this was buster crit damage, because he wouldn't even be able to use the third hit. Second skill got buffed, and I don't even call this a buff. I call this a fix, because this is what it always should have been. All they did, first they reduced the cooldown, because this was on a Guts cooldown, not a Mana Burst cooldown. They buffed it. They made it 3 times 3 turns good. That's what Mordred got. And they made the cooldown 6. Why am I complaining about this? Because he's a single target, not an AoE. He's not a farmer. So him having this 3 times 3 turns doesn't help the way you think it would. This is literally NP, Buster, Buster. It's gone. Now you just have the guts. I guess he will, his MP will hit somewhat hard for the next 2 turns because of a bitch, but he lost his buster buff. He might not even have his crit buff anymore. This, I don't like that it's 3 times 3 turns. Like, his kit is just, it's too big. Like, I hate saying this, but his kit actually is too basic for a modern servant. Like, his hit count is modern, his skills are not. They're not year 1, but they're pre-Lost Spell level skills. Like, they're just too basic. Third skill, Star Gen rate for 1 turn and grants some debuff immunity for 1 turn. This is fine, but like, this is good on him. He has a really good quick guard. He is not a rider or an archer, more specifically an archer. So his Star Gen is going to be fine for a non-assassin / pretender or foreigner. It's gonna be okay. This makes it somewhat better, but you definitely can put this on him. I'm not saying you can't, because you can. Debuff immunity for a turn is great for a DPS servant, because they're the ones that are going to be hit by more debuffs because they'll be on the field for so long. Him getting debuff immunity once every 5 turns, less with Vitch, good. Like, I don't know. It's just something is off about this kit. Like, and it's not just he doesn't have a battery. That is not what I'm saying. He is so heavily reliant on buster crits, and the buster crit skill isn't even 1 skill. It's 2 of his skills. 2 of his skills like up buster crits, but they don't have direct synergy with each other. Besides that, they're all 3 turns or 3 times 3 turns. Debuff resistant 20%, riding A, quick performance up 10%. So this is a actually fairly good quick card if he has his own skill up. Extra attack, it will do a lot. It will do a lot for him if you upgrade this. Here's the thing though, like, it actually does depend on what you want Sigurd to do. If you only care about Sigurd being your dragon killer, go for Saber. The reason being is that a good number of servants with the dragon trait are either lancers or sabers. So if you pick the saber append, you will just do more damage when you would bring him. If you pick the Lancer, like if you plan on only bringing him to fight Lancers, Saber versus Lancer, you don't need that. You don't need that append. You have a good chunk of servants. There are 7 servants he will get full advantage of. And then you have the Berserkers. And then you can bring him to fight Tiamat. Like, you have options with this guy. He can hit neutral and hit these dragon trait servants like pretty goddamn hard. So they buffed his MP. 7 hit single target buster, damage to one enemy, guaranteed drain, and super effective against dragon enemies. Unfortunately, like with this, oh, that's sprint hold. That's next video. So the problem is, you probably, I mean, single target, yes. But the thing is, Mordred can hit these two, and she has a higher super effective. I don't know if Mordred actually hits harder. No. Like, he should hit harder than Mordred. He should be hitting harder than Mordred even on Dragon. Yes, 83. Where's yeah, like Mordred that append like versus Sabers matters more than Sigurd, but he does have applications for it. Where the fuck are you, Mordred? Why am I blind this morning? No, okay, so I just yeah, like Mordred with her specifically hitting these two. Like, this is the only conditions, and Echan, I guess. These are the only 3 conditions where you have options between Sigurd and Mordred. And also you can put Siegfried. Like, yeah, like also the comparison like Siegfried. Like Siegfried also can hit very, very, very hard. Oh yeah. Actually, where is Siegfried? Yeah, because Siegfried would be a better comparison. 66. Look at this damage. Look how much Siegfried goes up. And remember, you're more likely to have copies of Sumenai. Like, I didn't want to bring this up in the video, but I truly think Siegfried is a better version of Sigurd. Because, like, if you have NP2 Sumenai, you do the same damage. You do the same damage as Sigurd. Like, what? What the fuck? The amount of buff stacking that they gave Sumenai is actually ridiculous. If you have like MP3 or 5, because he spooks people very often, you are looking at a servant that is like hitting multiple copies of an SSR, like for a permanent. And Siegfried is a farmer, so he's multifaceted. The only advantage Sigurd has over Siegfried is crit damage. That's his whole thing, and he doesn't even do it that often. He doesn't get to. He'll double stack it like once if you're running him with double bitch, and that's about it. He'll double stack it once and probably use all of it up at that point. Bonsi, buster performance, and crit damage while he's on the field. Don't get me wrong, this servant is cool. I like his relationship with Bryn. I think it's like really, really cute. That this man is so much of a badass. He is like, he loves this woman so much. He is willing to get stabbed by her because he knows she can't control it. He does not blame her. He is like exactly what Shiro Emiya wants to be. And like, yeah, Sigurd actually kind of like embodies the Shiro from Heaven's Field. He does not care what happens with his love. He loves her. He is willing to look past all her flaws and love her for her. There's beauty in that. And it's not like a Shiro, like the whole Sakura Shiro debate, because Sigurd only has Bryn. Sigurd does not have the EX protagonist skill, so he is not just finding Kremhild and they're a couple. That's not how that story works. Kremhild is for Sumenai, and if anything, Krem might be why Sumenai is Sumenai. But that's a whole nother debate on lore. Yeah. I said this like last year. If you have like a high copy of Sumenai, you're honestly better off and will get more value out of him than you will Sigurd. There are a lot of Buster crit servants that Vich helps enable. He falls off so much that his only benefit is like he could double stack this, but it's not likely. Like, you, even if you're doing BB card shenanigans, he's not gonna come back that easily. He's just not. His skill uptime is just like not good. Nothing will last him the full 3 turns. This is not the buff they should have given him. There should have been in there from the beginning, and then they buff it and make it like full 3 turns. They might need to double buff this skill when they buffed it last year. Like, and there is something. Let me just bring up OG Bryn, because I hope that this wasn't why. I hope they didn't actually build him for Bryn support, or for Bryn to support, because this seems like it would be ridiculously good on Sigurd. It would give him 3 turn star weight. It would give him crit damage. I feel he should have a skill like this. And it would make sense that you would use the 2 together, because that's the lore. But you wouldn't, because she's a Lancer and he's a Saber. You wouldn't use those 2 together. Anyway, that's enough of me ranting about Sigurd. I think Sumenai is better. You're better off just saving. Don't summon on his banner. Like, unless you really want copies of Emiya or Lang Lang, which those 2, I don't blame you. They're both really good servants, but Sigurd, he's not someone I value. I don't vibe with this kit. All right, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like, comment, sub, all that good YouTube stuff. I'm putting this at the end of the video because I'm really bad about selling out mid-video. So, thank you for watching.